Oh my god, look at this graphics. Look at this game, it looks just amazing. Oh shit! What the hell is that? Oh my god, oh, that looks so sick. Guys, Joseph here, and I am back gaming with this monitor. This is a massive 49-inch ultra-wide OLED monitor from Samsung. This is a G9 S95 SC. I just did a video review on this monitor. If you guys want to learn more, check out the review. I'm gonna leave a link right here on top. But I am playing Helldivers 2 right now, and look at how beautiful this game looks. It's just amazing, and we're able to see inside the ship is just incredible. Now here's a comparison. This is going to be a quick comparison between how the field of view that you get with this monitor compare us on a 16:9. Look at this. I'm on exactly the same spot right here. This is the Samsung Neo G8 mini LED monitor, which by the way I love this monitor too, but this is a 16:9. And obviously the aspect ratio, it's so much different. This is a 4K monitor too. But what I like about this monitor is the mini LED, the black levels look amazing. And with HDR 2000, look at those highlights at the bottom. It's so bright and it's such a beautiful display too. But the massive difference between that 16:9 and 32:9 ultra wide monitor, you're able to see almost the entire spaceship right there. It looks beautiful. So I'm going to share my settings with this monitor. Right now I'm playing Helldivers 2, but yeah, and I'm going to share my experience using this monitor in gaming. So welcome to the channel. I'm Joster, and let's do this. For this level of performance, you'll also need a high performance HDMI cable. I've been using Ruipro cables when testing TVs, monitors, and projectors, and I highly recommend this brand. And recently they released their thinnest high-performance HDMI 2.1 cable, which is more flexible and it's ultra certified for high-speed data transfer. So if you're looking for a reliable HDMI cable for your home theater or gaming setup, check out Ruipro cables. There's going to be a link in the description of the video. Alright guys, so the first thing I noticed when I did the comparison between this monitor and the Neo G8 is how bright the Neo G8 is. I mean, yes, it's obvious, it's a mini LED monitor with HDR 2000, and this one is the HDR 400, but still, I wanted to get some better highlights. At least this levels right here, which are very dark, should be able to see better highlights, but the image looked very, very dull. And now, after messing around with the settings, with the monitor, between the monitor and yeah, some settings right here on the game too, but mostly the monitor, I come out with this and it looks just impressive. You're able to see every little detail, and with the settings that I use, I like to have visual impact, like the brightness levels, and especially those little highlights, you know, like those little lights. I want them to stand out from the rest of the image because it should be bright, right? And also I like to see more shadow details, and colors, I like them very vibrant, not oversaturated, but I like them a little bit more saturated than normal, because that's how I see when I'm playing games. You know, I want those things to show up. When it's in movies, it's totally different. Movies, I want them more natural, but in gaming, I want everything to be a little bit more punchy, if you know what I mean. So let me share with you my settings. Let's go into this game mode thing. By the way, I'm using game mode, and this is how it looks, and it looks fantastic. So let's go into game mode settings real quick, and you can see everything down there. Everything's working. FPS, the counter is right there. HDR is on and VRR is on. So let's go into the game mode settings. So adaptive sync is on because I turned on G-Sync. Everything is working. Virtual aimpoint, I don't use this. Chord lighting is turned on, it's in the back. Surround sound, I don't use surround sound, especially on this game or when gaming, because even though it sounds good, but the sound, it's lowered, it is very low. You can barely see it, but I don't use that. I mostly use headphones, by the way. So let's go into Game Picture Expert. So here we have HDR10 Plus Gaming. I don't think this game has HDR10 Plus, so I have it on basic right now. Game HDR is on advanced. And let me show you the difference between basic. For example, basic mode provides the most accurate representation of the game's original creative intent. So which means that it's how the game is supposed to look when you're using HDR, pretty much it. In advanced mode, it provides enhanced representation of the game content to maximize visual impact. So basically it just increases brightness of the game to, make it look a little bit better. That's what I did in HDR mode. So Game HDR. So this is advanced. So if I turn into basic, notice how the picture looks just dim. It's very dim. And also, I don't see those highlights anymore. I think this is HDRG. Oh yeah, there it is. In accordance with HDRG guideline, optimal image quality is set for HDR game according to the content brightness information. So this is the basic game HDR, and honestly, I don't like it. Everything looks dull, looks dimmer. I like everything to stand out more. So in advance, oh my God, it just looks so much better. But out of the box, if you just switch to advanced, everything is going to look like cooler, like colder. So I did some changes over here too. Let's go into picture, because I like my picture to have a little warm tone in there. So let's go into expert settings. So first of all, brightness, I lowered down to 45. Contrast is at 50. And then sharpness right here, it's at 8. Now, I usually remove sharpness because I don't have anything, the monitor adding to the picture overall. I am assuming either when I'm playing on consoles or when I'm playing on PC, sharpness, the picture should be already sharp, right? But what I noticed, especially right here on PC, that if I remove sharpness overall, everything starts looking a little blurry. Especially I see that when I'm looking at text. At least you want to have sharpness at 8. So yes, leave it at 8. Then color, I have it at 30. Normally it's at 25, but like I said, I like to have punchy colors, so I have this one at 30. Then this one is 0. Contrast enhancer. So this is going to make a huge difference. If I turn this off, look how dim this picture looks. It looks very, very dim, very dark. You may not see it right here on this video because I'm recording with a camera, but I can see it in person. Now over here in low, I think it's the sweet spot. Then in high, it's very bright. So if you want to have your picture like highlights and everything stand out, this is probably the best choice. I still think the black levels look okay, but in low, I feel like it's more balanced. That's why I have it in low. But my God, high looks nice too. It's just that the highlights are the one that stand out the most. Oh my God, look at this. You probably won't see it nice, but in person it's just a totally different experience. So I'm just gonna keep it in low because, like I said, I feel like it's more balanced. I don't want everything to be that bright because it's going to affect shadow details too. So over here in HDR tone mapping, I have this one in active. The difference between active and static is just like automatically adjust the brightness with tone mapping processing according to HDR content information. So yes, I want this to have it in active because it's going to adjust the brightness levels in those highlights depending on the situation that we're here. Color tone mapping is in natural. I think usually it's on standard. Standard looks nice, but it looks very, very cold. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. I really like to have a little bit more warm tone. You can either use warm or natural. Either way, I think it looks almost identical. White balance, I didn't mess around with that. Gamma, this is pretty much, if you want to increase brightness or darkness. Same here with this. This is getting a little bit darker. This one I keep it. You know what? This is a very dark area, so let's go over here. I feel like -1 looks more natural, a little bit more balanced in that. Like I said, I like punchy colors, but at the same time, I don't like to mess around, like destroy my shadow details. That's basically what I want. Shadow details, I also have it in -1. Color space is on native. I'm trying to change to different settings, but I don't see almost like no difference. Well, I did see that, for example, native and automatic look almost like the same. This affects colors like yellow, colors like reds, blues. See, normal, don't use normal. It doesn't look right. This automatic actually looks. Yeah, actually, you know what? Automatic looks more natural, so I'm gonna change that to automatic. Peak brightness, I have it on high. Of course, you want to have the brightest levels, right? Don't worry about like, oh no, this isn't OLED. No, it doesn't really make much of a difference anyways. VRR control is on. This syncs the GPU, provides optimal gaming conditions. So I guess the monitor will sync to your GPU. And that's pretty much it. It is a, you know, there's many changes that I did here, but this is what I have so far that it works best for me. You know, like I always said, try to, you know, if you want to use these settings, then go ahead. But for the most part, I always recommend to use the settings that work best for you. Wow, I almost spent like more than 9 minutes showing you the settings, but it does make a difference, guys, especially if you like to play this game or games like this that use HDR and or dark games. This is gonna work best. And if you have this monitor, yeah. So also the game has, you can go to options here, and then over here in the display, screen brightness, this is how I have it. It's supposed to, well, the camera shows a little bit more, but yeah, it's supposed to be like almost visible. To me it's like this, but you can probably see it different on the camera. UI brightness is 11 and HDR is on. Make sure you check that this is on, and that's pretty much it. Over here in graphics, cancel, we have to apply, okay. And then graphics, this is what I have. Sharpness, medium. You know, I'm not an expert on PC settings or anything, but this is pretty much what I have. All right, guys, so I'm joining another team of randoms. Let's see how this goes. Hope I don't die. Let's see what's, oh no. Oh, those flares! I am burning. I don't even see my body. Look at that. Oh! Oh shit! What the hell is that? Oh, the orbital strike. Yeah. Oh my God! That it looks so sick. I'm telling you guys, this game is like a movie. It's so cool. How about a cup of liberty? Oh my God, dude. The big guy like, there you go. Also, another thing about this game is that you better play with like friends that can talk to you. A lot of people don't talk on this game, especially when you play with randoms. Oh my God. So yeah, it's so much better when you have a team. Oh, a flamethrower. Nice. Highly recommend to play Guard the Rover. Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool. Highly recommend to play this game on an ultra-wide monitor like this one. Oh, it's just beautiful. You get to see more of this planet. And more of this. What the hell? Dude, why'd you kill me? Ah, this motherfucker just killed me because he wanted his rover. He could have just called another rover for himself. But he decided to kill me. What a douche. Alright guys, so I'm going to leave you with this gameplay of this game. Is amazing, but especially if you have this monitor and you want to try these settings, I think these settings work great with HDR. Like I said, I like to have my gameplay, and I'm playing on HDR. I like to have vibrant colors. I like to have brightness. I also like to have good shadow details and great contrast. Most of the part is just the colors. I like them to be a little bit more saturated, but not oversaturated. So if you like this kind of graphics, or not graphics, but display settings, these are probably gonna work best for you. But I always suggest use the ones that work best for you. If you have some other kind of suggestions, you can add them to the comment section if you have this monitor. Now, I don't know if this graphic or settings will work with the S95C, which is the QD OLED from Samsung, the TV version, because I believe these have the similar display. I'm not 100% sure, but if you have that TV, you can also try them. Let me know what you think. Let me know if they work. But in this case, if you have this monitor, these settings work amazing for me. So yeah, if you have this game, I also highly recommend it. It's so addictive, it's so much fun. Helldivers 2. There's a lot of scenes that are very dark, very foggy, but with this settings, I noticed that you can see very nice and bright highlights, and I really like that and enjoy it. So thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this game and this gameplay, and as I always, I'll see you guys on the next one. Joster out. Oh my god. Oh, little caquitas. We gotta close this.
Fire in the hole!
With grenades. Thank God I got this hoover.
Throw a grenade!
Nice. Oh, we got one more. Oh, what the hell?